Hello viewers, today I'm going to show you how I install the exhaust system on this car back there. I know the video is going to be a little bit chaotic, but I'm going to figure out how to systematically make it a little bit shorter. So this is the engine which is going to get in the car. I have a series about this rebuild, but I decided to do a separate video for the installation of the Supersprint exhaust system. So right now, as you can see, nothing is installed, and yeah, I'm going to fit up the engine and going to start assembling everything. But before that, let me show you what we have. So I took a complete exhaust system from Supersprint. This is the rear muffler. As you can see, I believe this was the more quieter one, and some big thumbs down for Supersprint because they have changed their politics of engraving their logo on the muffler. And as you can see, they have put some low budget stickers down there, which going to disappear after a few months of usage for sure. And yeah, I was expecting at least one sticker from them, but I even don't have a sticker, and I bought a complete Supersprint exhaust system and I even don't get a single sticker about this. I want this engraving back, Supersprint. This sucks really. So let's continue with the digging out of the exhaust system. So this is the rest of the exhaust system. I'm going to run it with these resonators and H pipe. They didn't have with X pipe, I believe. They had only with H pipe with the resonators. If it was straight pipe, I believe Dennis with X. So we have some rear lambda sensors, which probably we are not going to use. And here is the exhaust. Actually here it's engraved. Yeah, why they didn't do it on the rear muffler, I don't know. So this is the one of the bunks. The other one is buried down here. So actually they have put two sleeves for two lambda sensors, I guess. And I don't know where is this for. Probably they have figured out that it's needed. So I'm going to leave it like that. It looks premium, I'm not going to lie, no doubt about it. But I was thinking to put additional sleeve for the wideband sensor, but it's cool that they have do it for me. So I'm not going to need to do it. So yeah, they saved me a little bit of time. So now I'm going to do a weight comparison between the original exhaust manifold and the Supersprint ones. Okay, so I'm going to do the weight comparison. I have took the scale, and yeah, for more accurate reading, I have removed the both lambda sensors on the original exhaust manifolds. So let's see what is going to be the difference. I believe Supersprint is claiming that there should be some difference, but actually the original ones are not so heavy also. So let's see, we're going to start with this was for the second bank, yeah, bank 2. Okay, 2.2. Let's see for repeatability. Once again. Okay, 2.2. And let's see the Supersprint one. Once again, bank 2. Yeah, probably this is, I believe this is for the EGT sensor, which in perfect case scenario you should have on every cylinder, but actually by holding this it feels heavier. So yeah, I'm right, 3.2. Once again, let's see once again to see. So yeah, 3.2. Actually, oh, even these flanges, as you can see, they are thick, and we have here only sheet of metal. So only by this you're going to have less weight. So let's see the longer one on bank 2, on bank 1 actually. So 2.6, once again to be sure. 2.6. And let's see the Supersprint one. Yeah, for sure it's going to be heavy. I forget how much was the other. So yeah, this is 3.6. Let me quickly check the other one. I forget how much it was. 2.6. Yeah, 2.6. So this is 1 kilo more than the original one. So both of them are 1 kilo more heavier. So in total we're going to have 2 kilos more from the exhaust manifold. I don't know why I was thinking that these ones were lighter than the original ones, but this is it. But doesn't matter. Everyone is claiming that one of the best performances that you can get from this S54 is by installing a Supersprint exhaust manifold. The Supersprint exhaust system looks really premium, no doubt about it. The product looks exceptional, and performance wise everyone are saying that this is one of the best exhaust systems you can buy for S54. Three biggest reasons that I don't like it. The biggest one is the customer support. Probably Supersprint has the worst customer support of all the companies that I have worked with. I have sent several emails on them, on different emails. After a few months, still I don't have any answer on my questions. So no doubt, the biggest downside on this is the customer support is terrible. The second one, no sticker. The third one, no engraving on the rear muffler. So yeah, thumbs down about this. So let's continue with the installation. Okay, so everything torqued down to 15 Newton meters. Yeah, it was kind of impossible to film this process because there is not a lot of room. On some of the nuts it's impossible to use the torque wrench, but the accessible one I have torqued them. So everything's tightened up. And yeah, I was started to wondering this one here probably is supposed to be for the wide band, but here if we check inside, let me try to show you. As we can see, we have some sheet of metals which is dividing the runners, which means if I put the narrow band sensor, which the ECU is going to monitor for regulating the fuel, it's not going to work so good because of the divide here. So I'm thinking that I'm going to install it here. It's probably here I'm going to install the wide band. Probably here going to do the same. And about the sensors, I have decided that I'm going to buy few sensors, brand new ones, original ones, because most of you that are working on BMW is going to know that when you have issues with your sensors, these Siemens systems can work only with OEM sensors. That's why I bought both camshaft sensors OEM plus the crankshaft sensor plus the both lambda sensors. So after the installation of the engine and the headers, we can see how they look like inside the chassis. We have enough clearance here, but now I have seen some struggle because now it's time to install the rest of the exhaust system. Yeah, I'm going to need to figure out some pokes here which are meant for the rear O2 sensors, which I'm not going to use, so I'm going to need to figure out some pokes here. Yeah, this here is going to give me some headache because I don't have something to install. It should be installed like I showed you, but this piece should be connected to the gearbox. Here. It should be connected here. I should have a flange, so let me show you. I'm probably going to take it from this gearbox. This one's again is ZF. So I'm going to take this, but even this gearbox is missing one additional flange which goes here somewhere and connects with these two brackets. So I'm going to need to figure out something because the get track brackets are different. So yeah, I'm going to start assembling it. Yeah, I'm not going to use this hose here because this is meant for the aluminum shields, heat shields, which I don't have. So I'm going to leave them like that. It's kind of ugly, but yeah, I don't want to ruin it. Yeah, the other things, I'm going to change the bushings, which I don't have right now. Here I should have two bushings. On the rear I'm going to install these holders on my original places, which are those ones here. So they're going to go inside this metal bracket here, but still I'm going to try to find new bushings because yeah, mine are kind of bad and I don't want to drop the exhaust manifold on the floor, so I'm going to figure out something. This is the additional hardware that came with everything, so this, and I should have one more shim somewhere. So this is all the hardware that came with the exhaust system. These two brackets, two bolts, two shims, and this. Okay, so the middle section we just install it on these bushings. Yeah, this is looking terrible. I'm going to change it, but this is original one on 20 years and has nothing to do with one that I have changed the last year. So yeah, probably going to buy one more OEM one. So just to show the process with the attachment of the exhaust to the gearbox. So this is the bracket from the ZF and this is from the Getrack, and as you can see the difference, the Getrack one is with smaller diameter, so you cannot attach a Getrack flange on the ZF gearbox. That's why you're going to need a ZF flange here, so to be able to attach it, and this is the difference, as you can see once again. This is why you are not going to be able to use this. Right now I managed to find the original attachment from the Getrack, and it's looking kind of terrible. That's why right now Pete is doing a custom flange, which we flange is a bracket. Custom bracket, so to make it fit, and yeah, it's much more thicker, as we can see. This is for comparison, because the original one, it was bended. Yeah, we have straightened it up, but it was bended because most of the time it's going to bend out. That's why we are going to make it a little bit thicker, so to be sure that it's not going to bend anymore. And yeah, right now this is the process of fabricating a custom bracket for the exhaust manifold, which is going to be attached between these two brackets here, and this is going to hold the middle section for sure. Okay, so pretty much now I'm going to install the whole exhaust. I have installed stainless steel forks here for the rear lambda sensors, which once again I'm not going to use. And yeah, I decided to change the bushings here. Yeah, as I told you, this is the original one, this is a new one. I did not manage to find the original one. I have ordered it, but it's going to take some time until it comes, so I took some aftermarket one. And also here I have changed these two bushings because I want to have a fresh bushes on the exhaust manifold, so to be sure that it's not going to fall down somewhere. So yeah, it's a good idea to put a copper nuts on the bushings, so to be sure that they're not going to freeze in the threads. So now we're going to lift up this part of the exhaust and we're going to install it. Just to show you the bracket. So this is how the bracket is going to look like. It's just going to hold the manifold, the middle part of the exhaust system here. We started installing the rear muffler, but when I immediately started to tighten these flanges, I was like, what is going to seal up the both connections here? Because we have a cone here and we have a cone here, but the both cones are not going to seal to each other. So originally the E36 have a seal ring like this or like this, and yeah, Supersprint didn't sell any of this, and because this is not the OEM diameter on the E36, it wasn't so easy to find ones. So the inner diameter should be around 58 or 57. See, it was kind of hard to find this with the both cones on the both sides. And also here, as we can see here, we have a thread pipe which goes here, and here once again we have a cone and we have a straight pipe here. So the only thing that I figured out is to take this seal cone only on the one-sided, and going to install it like that, and hopefully this is going to press in the cone on the other side and going to hold up. If not, I'm going to use some kind of paste here, exhaust paste. We're going to see what's going to happen. But yeah, I hope this is going to work out. For those of you that are wondering where to find this is the part number on A-ring. So this is the part number. I don't have a part number for this, so this is the part number on the other one. So for now I'm not going to try with this. I'm going to try with this one. Hopefully it's going to work out. If not, I'm going to try with this. But this is kind of gentle, that's why I want to try with the more robust one. And yeah, I think here is going to make a good seal, but here I'm not exactly sure because of this here. Because if we put it on the cone, I'm not sure it's going to seal up. But yeah, I don't have other choice than try out, and hopefully it's going to work, because I cannot figure out anything else. So I have bought new bolts, new nuts for the flanges, and now once again I'm going to try out. I have installed the both brackets on the both sides, so to be able to connect the rear muffler, and once again copper nuts for here. Hopefully it's going to hold a little bit longer. So just to show you how everything lines up, I'm still not sure is this going to seal up here. Yeah, these both nuts are tightened up as much as possible, but still we can see here there is a gap. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a leakage here, but yeah, I'm first going to try and we're going to see. Probably if we have, I'm going to put some paste here, sealant paste, and yeah, it's going to be kind of ugly, but Supersprint for some reason have decided this is the proper way to do it. And if we go along, this is how we have done here. As I show you, this cone here hopefully is going to seal up, and this one is kind of little window to see it, but yeah, it's a little bit bended, crooked, but I think it's going to seal up, hopefully. And if we go along, we have aligned the original mountings. Yeah, here is a little bit easier, to the original handle which Supersprint have done. So yeah, kind of sucks that they haven't provided any sealant rings, because it's not so easy to find ones, but nothing we can do about. Yeah, these bolts are also not provided from Supersprint. This is new bolts which I bought. It was going to be cool if they provide this hardware for the price that they offer, but this is it. So yeah, in the next footage probably you guys going to see it after a minute, but for me it's going to be a little bit longer, because still this engine haven't been started and I have some work on the wiring, and when I'm ready I'm going to start it up and I'm going to show you how it sounds, just to show you how it looks on the back. This is the alignment. Actually I was expecting the rear muffler to be a little bit longer, but this is how it is. So I really hope that I'm going to be able to install my fancy white diffuser piece here. I'm going to try. It's kind of in the middle. So yeah, this is how it looks like. It's pretty much in the middle of the diffuser, the original diffuser. In the next footage, hopefully we're going to hear how it sounds, and yeah, we're going to continue from there. Okay guys, some bonus footage. I'm going to just make a quick comparison between E36 with V8 M62 with straight pipe. It's not going to be fair, straight pipe always win, but let's see how M62 with straight pipe sounds like, and you guys going to say which is better and which is not. Everyone can with straight pipe, right? So okay guys, I just wanted to show you how it sounds between the filming of the installation of the exhaust system and filming the sound of it. The time that have passed is around 1 or even more years. So I just wanted to say that I love the sound of it. I really like how it sounds. Some people are saying that it's not so good, but I don't care. The important thing is I too like it. Yeah, I approve it, how it sounds. And not only this, as we saw on the exhaust manifold, the headers has some stepper design which is giving additional performance. So it's not only sound, there is some performance in this exhaust system. That's why it's so expensive. Once again, the car is not so loud. Some people have been driving around me are saying that the car doesn't seem to be so loud. Once again, there is one more muffler you can choose from, which is a race type and it's much more louder for only track use, because once again my car is not a daily, but I drive it on the streets. It should be quieter, because if it's louder, they're probably going to stop me. So once again, this was all about. I just want to show you what is the struggles which we've gone through in the installation, and finally the sound. So put in the description below what you think about the sound, and of course the comparison between the cars. Thank you for watching guys, and see you in the next video. Чачам как ще?
Кое искаш, мач контрол или тустер?
Направи прекъсвача. Виждате са прашките между другото. Давай. Вази звук ще.